Coming in at number 10, we have the deep space radio bursts. Mystery fast radio bursts were discovered in 2007. These bursts flash for a micro instant but emit more energy than the sun does in 10,000 years. The high energy surges of long waves have been detected 18 times over the past 10 years, and one burst in 2012 recorded in Puerto Rico occurred numerous times in the same pattern. Okay, this is what it sounded like. After fierce debates and a lot of head scratching, the source of the sound was traced to a microgalaxy 3 billion light years away from Earth. A lot of theorists have concluded that the sound is a space signal from another world, or a parallel universe looking to get in touch. Coming in at number 9, we have the man from Taurid. Were we sent a man from another parallel universe, or did he arrive via some kind of portal or vortex? Our story here stems back to 1954, when a man was detained at the Japanese border after arriving on a plane from Europe to Haneda Airport. The man said he was on his third business trip to Japan that year, and he had a wallet filled with a mixture of currencies, seeming to verify his business traveller status. When he presented his passport, officials were absolutely baffled, asking where he was from. Now, the man, who primarily spoke French, said, "Taurid. Where is this mystery place?" He showed his passport again and the stamps that supported his travels. The only thing is, nobody had ever heard of Taurid. The company he was travelling to said that they'd never heard of him, and he was carrying a checkbook to a non-existent bank. When he was asked to point out Taurid on the map, he pointed to where Andorra is today and seemed confused and offended to be told that it's not a real country. He was detained in a hotel overnight while Japanese authorities decided what to do with him, but by morning he disappeared. Did he accidentally walk through a portal to another universe? Maybe. Coming in at number 8, we have the Bernstein-Bears phenomena. Also called the Mandela Effect, the Bernstein-Bears phenomena claims to prove the existence of parallel universes with subtle differences. People vehemently claim that the Bernstein-Bears were spelled with an E and not an A, and honestly, I for one absolutely thought that the Looney Tunes were the Looney Tunes until I watched a video on the phenomena last year, and now I'm straight up convinced that I'm living in the wrong universe, as it is clearly Looney Tunes. They're cartoons. This new world doesn't make any sense. Some people out there are also adamant that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the late 1980s, which is more than just a slightly altered timeline. It's not just spellings here, this is a pretty major parallel universe event. Coming in at number 7, we have deja vu. Deja vu, a glitch in the Matrix, or a signal from a parallel universe. While both seem as likely as one another, it is thought by some that the weird moments where we feel like we've been or experienced something before are actually signals that something key is happening in our parallel lives. Not only do some people believe parallel universes exist side by side, some people think they interact with one another in some way. According to Dr. Michio Kaku, an American futurist, deja vu occurs as a result of a person's ability to flip between universes. Others believe it is because we're vibrating in unison with the frequency of another universe that's parallel with our very own. Oh, I've gone cross-eyed. Coming in at number 6, we have the Lost Beatles album. A parallel universe may have given our world a gift in the form of a Lost Beatles album, Everyday Chemistry. The story goes that in 2009, a man called James Richards found himself accidentally in a parallel universe, as you do. Luckily, there was also a person from another parallel universe there, a man named Jonas. Now, Jonas was on a trans-dimensional tourism trip from the other Earth, and he told Richards that in his world, amongst other things, John Lennon was still alive and the Beatles never broke up. Richards then stole a copy of a later album never released by the band and returned with it to our Earth. What did he do with one of the most sought after pieces of music from a non-history that almost but never happened here? He uploaded it to the internet. Eagle-eared fans were absolutely having none of it though. They said the album is comprised of clever mashups from all of the Beatles' solo careers. Richards later said that even though in an alternate universe the Beatles hadn't broke up, that didn't mean their future music ideas disappeared. I'm not so sure about this one, but I would love to hear what Paul McCartney has to say about it. Paul, tell us, is it real? I guess you're living in another universe so you don't know, but I don't know. I feel like you'd be able to answer. Coming in at number 5, we have dreams. Could our dreams be signals from a parallel universe? Some say maybe. In a number of First Nations cultures in North and Central America, people believe that dreams allow us to walk planes in other dimensions. Their reasoning is that dreams take place in colour and can include all of their senses. They think that when you're in a dream, you are in another world, perhaps a world you already exist in. If you're doing something strange in your dream, maybe it's a sign that actually you live a far stranger life somewhere else. Coming in at number 4, we have the bruise. Anyone else here bruised like a peach? Just me? Me? And the universe. In 2010, along with a team of researchers, Stephen Feeney of the University College in London announced that he had discovered patterns in the radiation background left over from the Big Bang. Now this seemed to suggest that our universe bumped into not 1, not 2, but 4 other universes and was left bruised. Okay, what is the plural of universes? Universi? Universi? Universi. Also, from the bruising, further researchers in California think that it is clear that this leads to some kind of like bubble universe theory, which maybe I can get on board with. Maybe Men in Black got it right when they imagined us all as marbles in a big bag. Coming into number 3, we have the cold spot. In 2004, astronomers found something that baffled them, an unusually cold area of space. The area is 1.8 billion light years across and much colder than its surroundings. The area also contained 10,000 less galaxies than in other areas of a similar size studied in space. A researcher from Durham University in the UK believed that the spot could be evidence of a multiverse. They said it seemed as if a parallel universe smashed into ours, affecting it like a car pile-up on the motorway would, only they're calling it a cosmic shunt. They believe the impact was so vast it pushed energy out from a big region of space, therefore creating the cold spot. It's hard to get your head around, but that is what they think. Coming in at number 2, we have City in the Sky. In October 2015, Chinese TV went wild when thousands of residents in 2 areas of the country reported seeing a huge floating city in the clouds. Puzzled onlookers saw skyscrapers in the clouds and believed that they were seeing a ghost city or the colliding of our reality with a parallel universe. The phenomenon occurred in both Guangdong and Jiangxi, with some believing it was the beginning of an alien invasion. The images were caught on camera for the world to see and promptly went viral across the rest of the globe. So what on Earth or above Earth is going on? Well, even though it looks like a city in the clouds to you and me, apparently it is an optical illusion called Fata Morgana, which is a natural mirage. So that is what a lot of scientists are saying anyway, but other people are convinced it's a sign of a parallel universe or even a window to another world. Finally, coming into number 1, we have black holes. The theory of loop quantum gravity suggests that there is no point of singularity in a black hole, rather they're simply folds in the universe. Everything we know about quantum physics tells us that information is never lost, that energy can't be created or destroyed, so perhaps black holes don't suck and destroy, maybe they suck and create. A lot of scientists are dabbling with the idea that black holes are indeed folds or portals to an older part of the universe. Professor Stephen Hawking gave a lecture in 2015 wherein he discussed how it may be possible to come out of the other side of a black hole. He said the hole would need to be large, and if it was rotating, it might have a passage to another universe, but you couldn't come back to our universe. Anyone want to take that one-way trip? I don't know if I do.
Starting off at number 10 is nacreous clouds. This picture is taken in Jämtland, Sweden. You can see the nacreous clouds, and I know what you're thinking. These are fake. I mean, it looks like 60s psychedelic art transposed onto the sky. Some sort of oil spill on the clouds. It kinda looks like what you see when you rub your eyes too much. Like it's all that trippiness. But really, no, these are clouds. They form up high in the atmosphere, about 30 kilometers up, so way higher than a bunch of other clouds, and they are also known as ice polar stratospheric clouds. There's a lot of science behind them, so just know that they're a real thing. But yeah, really, they do look like something you think you would see if you woke up one day in a parallel universe, and it's just the one thing that's off. You're like, nah, I'm just going about my day. It's chill, it's chill. And then you look up and you're like, whoa, dude. It's a lot. You know? Yeah. On to number 9, a blue McDonald's fries container. So yeah, sure, in this universe, McDonald's red and yellow. Those are its brand colors. And that's probably because there's been research that says the color red can stimulate appetite. I believe it, you know. And then also they have yellow because yellow is just really cute. I know it's gold for golden arches, but it's really yellow, let's be real. But these colors might not be the same in other universes. Like take this fries container, blue and yellow. It's just different. I feel calm. I still kind of want McDonald's fries, not gonna lie, because I always do. I don't know. But it turns out this picture was most likely taken in Israel because people caught that there's some Hebrew writing on the ketchup packets and on tray paper. So yes, it is in this universe, but just imagine there's a McDonald's out there that went blue and yellow instead. Just blue and yellow. Moving on to number 8, a spotted zebra. So zebras have stripes, right? I'm not remembering incorrectly. Yeah, I'm right. They have stripes. But apparently not all zebras. A zebra foal debuted with a dark coat and white polka dots. Over in Kenya's Masai Mara National Reserve, a foal debuted. He has been named Tira. In addition to being absolutely adorable, he is unique. So maybe a baby zebra from another universe where they have spots got confused and wandered over to this universe. And then a striped baby zebra from this one wandered over there to the polka dot world. It kind of sounds like a children's book to me, so write it and then send it my way. Thank you. But sadly this zebra may not have such a happy ending. Without the signature stripes, Tira may get more bug bites, be easier prey to hunt, and all that. Unfortunately, predators can find it hard to target an individual in a group of zebras since they're like chasing a bunch of lines. But a polka dot zebra could be easier because it sticks out. But it looks cute. At least. Okay, moving on. Number 7, bougie 7-Eleven. Over in Chicago, one 7-Eleven is straying from the normal green, red, and orange. It's going gold. Like, look at this. Not only are all the letters all crisp and shiny, but the whole storefront is golden. The doors, the metal structure, everything. In an alternate universe, I need to know, is 7-Eleven like nice? Here it's a corner store, gas station level, kind of like grab and go, just all that. The coffee tastes as cheap as it is. The overpriced chips that I will still buy are there. And of course it has Slurpees. It's like a slushy, but it's so slurpy. And that's what we have here. But in an alternate universe 7-Eleven, are there finer foods, like finger foods? Is there a to-go section that's like a buffet? Are there oysters? Is it the Roaring 20s there? Like, is it like glitz and glam? Is there gold all around? Is 7-Eleven different? Is it different where you are? I don't know. Number 6, green Elmo. So while hiking in Georgia, a Reddit user stumbled upon an old Elmo covered in moss. So the result is an Elmo that looks entirely green. An Elmo of nature, if you will. It kind of gives new meaning to Elmo's world. Like, no longer does Elmo's world mean, you know, the world he is living in. No, now Elmo's world means Elmo is the world. Either in the fact that he's literally a part of it, becoming it, moss encapsulating him, or the other way. There's an alternate universe where he is the planet, and it's inhabited by Elmos. Because I could see that. Because I would watch that if it was a show, let's be real. Anyways, it really looks like this Elmo has seen some things. Like, look at the eyes. So maybe this alternate universe Elmo is more Five Nights at Freddy's than Sesame Street. Because it looks kind of creeped out if you ask me. On to another one of different colors, number 5, an albino moose. Or albino mooses? Let's think about it. So I've covered crawlers and cryptids before, and when you take a peek at this albino moose, just think about what it would look like at night when you can barely see. Just think about it. Okay, moving on. What these moose were spotted doing was crossing a road in northern Ontario. So albinism, which these moose have, is something that this universe most species can get. Melanin isn't produced and the skin and hair go white. And that's what's happening here. But do you think maybe there's an alternate universe where albinism is dominant? As in most everything is albino and rarity is colorful. Maybe there is a different world out there where 2 colorful brown moose are crossing the street and someone else is very confused about all this color because everyone there is albino. I don't know, maybe. Could be. But let's move on to number 4, a blonde sea lion. So no, this isn't a tempura shrimp. It is not a jumbo prawn. This is a black sea lion that evidently isn't black. His buddy is sitting there behind him like a hype man with just a little wink at the camera saying, yeah, look at my butt here. Cool fur, right? And then the blonde friend in the front is just like hitting a pose, waiting for the photo to be taken. The sea lion just knows they're special. They're flaunting it, they have a smile, they're waiting for a snack, they're just like, hello? They look like they're from a Sunshine universe. Or the Lorax, one of the two. Either way, I feel like someone should Photoshop it as if it's on a plate of shrimp and then have a contest to see if people could spot the difference. Because I couldn't. Adorable. But this is another lighter animal at number 3, an orange gator. So spotted in South Carolina, this orange gator might give Chester the cheetah a run for his money. He looks like he might be covered in Cheeto dust, or it might be dried clay. Who knows? So this gator is laying there with its little gator smile thinking it's camouflaged or something, but it's bright orange. Yet another animal from the bright and shiny alternate universe. Just like, are all reptiles warm-toned in that alternate universe? Are they warm-blooded? What is the story behind this gator? Is it too much self-tanner? Is it residual rust from a pipe it had a nap in? I don't know. But local news doesn't really know either for sure. So the last one seems to be closest from what I've read. There were 2 gators a week after this one appeared, and they may have hibernated in an old pipe. No need to worry about the rust and what the hibernating in a pipe could do for their skin and all of their scales. They will shed off that entire layer and all that rust when they shed off their skin. So no worries. The gators are safe, because that's what we worry about with gators, their safety. On to number 2, no aces. So playing cards, they don't have ones, they have aces. It can be ace high or ace low, just no matter your preference, it's an ace, not a 1. But these cards don't play by those rules apparently and are insufferable to look at. They have 1s instead of aces. Like, you can't play poker with those. No Texas Hold'em, euchre, hearts, none of it. You could try and pretend they are aces, but we all know what is right and that is not the same, okay? What twisted parallel universe decided it was okay to come into our universe and plant the seeds of something that would tear down the playing card industry? No, I won't allow it. I want aces. That's all I'm saying. And yes, ace used to represent the side of the die with only 1 pip. It used to mean bad luck in Middle English. But culture has evolved, so it now represents high quality. So I will not stand for this regression of our culture, okay? Okay, moving on from aces. I swear. At number 1, we have a woe sign. So you may have heard of a stop sign or seen one. I mean, I assume you have. If you have a computer or phone to watch this on, you've most likely been in a car. Right, yeah. Anyways, what if a stop sign said something different? Introducing the woe sign. This sign is saying, oh, whoa there, bud, you gotta stop right there. Just slow your roll. Roll to a stop, please. Whoa, buddy. Oh, whoa. And yes, whoa is also the command for an animal to stand still, or just anyone to stand still, so it does make sense. But the fact it is used as a replacement for stop still seems funny. I feel infrastructure is always quite serious and formal, so to see something like whoa on a sign just seems kind of fun to me. I don't know. It catches you off guard, just a bit. So maybe in another universe that's the norm. All like, hit the whoa, then you may go. Gotta skeet skeet before you vroom down the street. Gotta slow down before you ride around town. Whoa.
Starting us off with number 10 are the galaxy flowers. Uploaded by a now deleted Reddit user, these 2 flowers look like they have galaxies stored in their petals. And I know the picture wasn't moving, but I feel like in real life I'd expect the galaxies to be like, you know, like swirling around on the petals. You know the image I'm going for. I've actually seen this in real life quite a few times. It's just a speckled flower which ended up growing up that way. But suspend your disbelief and imagine it was a galaxy filled flower. That's a parallel universe I definitely want to be in. Are you kidding me? Like, things would be so interesting to look at, I would finally have to stop looking at my phone. Thank God. We need that. Gotta check my Insta following. I'm kidding, I'm actually not like that. Or am I? I guess you'll never know. Coming in at number 9 is Coca-Cola. We are so used to seeing Coca-Cola as red. You can't miss it. The branding is almost angrily punching you in the face. However, this Turkish Reddit user came upon a light blue Coke can. The Tiffany blue of Coke cans, if you will, and the world became shooketh. Our Coke cans are red or black, depending on how much sugar is in there. So imagine the audacity of this light blue can. Like, did the simulation glitch and this somehow popped into our universe instead of its actual intended one? I feel like this one is more calming to look at, though it's just like a calm blue, you know what I mean? I feel like people in that universe are a lot more zen than we are. And they're like, ah, oh, drinking my blue Coke can. Ha ha ha. I don't know why they sound like that, but they do now. In my head. At number 8 we have stop and smile, and believe me when I tell you that this sign and the blue Coke can are from the exact same universe, no cap. So instead of a regular red stop sign, this stop sign is a dark blue one, and on it says stop and smile. Like, again, no alarming red, just a calm blue and a nice reminder to stop and seize the day. I feel like there are a lot of lessons we need to learn from this other universe that is apparently doing it a lot better than we are. One of those lessons is calmness, the other is stop using the color red so much in advertising and signs and in our lives. Like, the blue isn't even making me sad, it's like, ah, oh, Ploo. I will stop and smile. Filling our number 7 slot are the floor traffic lights. So instead of traffic lights being in the 3-circle formation that we've been used to since basically birth, the traffic lights found in this area are randomly on the floor before the arrows to cross the road. These lights are like 3 horizontal lights, the left picture being green as in good to go, and the right pic being stop, aka red. As I just did, I just stopped myself. Was that a matrix glitch? You'll never know. Now apparently this is designed for a universe where humans are literally unable to look away from their phones and therefore are always looking down. So to battle that and any road crossing related accidents, this further advanced parallel universe was like, you know what, don't even look up, honestly it's fine, we'll just put the lights on the ground, screw the cars, they'll just guess. Now at number 6 is the blurry tree. Honestly this is such a cute tree, just straight up vibing on some residential street, but the leaves are so opaque and vibrant and the shape of them actually makes it look like a blurry glitch. Like I would definitely double blink if I saw this, and I'd be like, wait, I know I don't have 20/20 vision, but I definitely don't see pixelations now. Come on, give me some credit. I could definitely see this tree being in like a Crash Bandicoot game or one of the first few Tomb Raiders, but it's low-key kinda cute that it's somehow in our universe. The parallel universe it's actually from is probably quite cute, and you most likely have at least 3 lives instead of 1. That's just like a daylight robbery. Why only give us 1 life? That's just actually rude if you ask me. I feel personally attacked. Just me? Let me know below if you feel personally attacked that you only get 1 life. Like this video for more! Coming in at number 5 is the pink grasshopper. Now this one was shared by Redditor Breakfast Beers, and it appears to be a fully pink grasshopper. Now I don't know if this one is one of those fake pink rubber grasshoppers or it has some kind of genetic mutation, but wow. Can you imagine if insects like ants, cockroaches, and grasshoppers were all different neon colors? They'd be like 50 times less scary and disgusting, so I mean, props to the universe it comes from. You're thriving more than we are, clearly. Every time I see a cockroach, I'm like, At number 4 is Us But Not. Now this one was shared by Reddit user Celabrat, and it's 8 cereal boxes that look exactly the same as popular cereal brands, except they're called different things. Fruit Loops is now Fruit Rounds, Lucky Charms is now Marshmallows and Stars, Cheerios are now Honey Nut Crispy Oats, Rice Krispies are Cocoa Rice, and so forth. From the picture you can just tell that these just taste slightly off. Like you're so hoping for the taste you know and love, but when it mixes the milk, you just know something's not right. It's just something's not right. And I feel like that reflects the parallel universe it comes from. Like that world is probably not that different from ours, but everything just slightly off, you know, slightly askew. Something just off center. You can't put your finger on it, but something's wrong. Filling our number 3 slot is the lack of M. Now this is just so whack, it's not even funny, it's not even logical. So this one was shared by Joel TB on Reddit, and it's a picture of the McDonald's restaurant sign, except it's not the 2 arches that turn into an M, it's just one overarching arch. So it's not even an M anymore. It's like a bloody N or like an upside down U. It's not McMonald's or McNonnell's or McDonald's, is it now? It's McDonald's. M. 2 arches. 1 arch is almost just sacrilegious, honestly. I won't accept it. Now whatever parallel universe this fell out of, please just take this back, because here in our show of a world, we accept only M's. We are McDonald's. Goodbye. Now at number 2 is the colourful cob. Now this one is actually low-key cute, if only the colours seemed more appetizing. This cob was shared by Reddit user Here for the Memes. Great name by the way, aren't we all here for the memes? Now I don't know how exactly the corn got to be multicolored. Maybe it's Photoshop, maybe it's food colouring, maybe it's Maybelline. I can just totally imagine the universe this came from, like something resembling Munchkin Land or wherever the character Strawberry Shortcake was from. Just, you know, a lot of colourful food. I kind of want to see what other food they have in this universe now, because this one is just mighty interesting. You know what I mean? It's mighty interesting. And finally, at number 1 is the blue M. Now this is a McDonald's located in Sedona, Arizona, and it was uploaded by Instagram user Crockett1260. And the M is literally a calm light blue, not the yellow we know and love, but blue. And I can bet my literal life that this is from the same universe as the Coke can and the Stop and Smile sign. Like this universe's color scheme is 50 shades of blue. This just doesn't sit right with me personally, because yellow is the color we associate with happiness. It's not a calm meal, big man, it's a happy meal. Get it right. Take your M back.